What's up, everybody? I just finished a game. I played this in the past. I'm gonna call this a run it back review. And I just finished Kingdom Hearts again. This was my second time playing through. The first time I played this game, I was in college back in, I don't know, whenever the game come out. It's 2000, 2003, 2004, something like that. But I played it. Of course, it's Kingdom Hearts. Back then, I thought it was probably really cool. It's got the Disney characters. My main draw to it, it had the Final Fantasy characters in it. You know, it has Cloud and uh Aerith and all some Final Fantasy VII characters in it. Sephiroth is one of the secret bosses or yeah or hard end bosses you can play in the Coliseum. There's a bunch of Final Fantasy stuff in it. Final Fantasy VIII stuff in it. What's his? I believe his name's Squall. He's in it. So I really played it for the Final Fantasy, not as much Disney. I was always Disney stuff was okay. I was just a guy growing up, and I watched a bunch of it and saw a bunch of it. But I was more drawn to the Final Fantasy aspect of it. But going back and playing the game, it really does bring back a lot of memories. I didn't remember a whole lot about the game. Uh, but really, Final Fantasy takes a pretty big backseat to Sora, who's the new character, that they've kind of made for this game, and of course the Disney characters. And I'd kind of forgotten how much I don't know memories I have of those Disney classics. Because as you play the game, you go to the different worlds. Of course, these different all the kingdoms of whatever the multiverse, Final Fantasy, Disney, whatever worlds have kind of come apart, and you're able to travel to each world. You're the Keyblade wielder, and you're shutting the keys. You're shutting the doors. And once you shut all the doors, it's supposed to put all the worlds back together. Which there's multiple sequels, so of course we know it ain't gonna work out the way this game ended. Um, but going to the different worlds, it's just I don't know, it's fun. You go to the Tarzan world. Now I don't know if I've ever seen Tarzan, but I remember the commercials. So Tarzan one wasn't that big for me, but it kind of hits a little bit of each story. The Aladdin stage, and going to that cave of wonders, that brought back memories of being little and watching Aladdin, at my grandmother's house. I can remember that so much. Uh, you got the Peter Pan stages. I remember that. The one that really hit me the most was the is it the Hundred Wood Acres or whatever? It's whatever the Winnie the Pooh is. Just that Winnie the Pooh music, which I never really watched Winnie the Pooh a lot, but it's that music just took me back to being a kid. So just on memories alone, it elevates the game a little bit because they're bringing all that Disney stuff in. As far as the game though, it's fine. It gets the story done. It's kind of it's a little bit confusing, but not too bad if you're following along. But it's got some old school game mechanics. The mechanics are clunky. The camera is absolutely horrible. You can leave it fixed, or you can change it where you can control it. That's what I did. But I never could get a setting right where it just felt smooth, like today's games. I got the job done, but it just wasn't. I don't know what wasn't smooth. Uh, some of the movement when you're swimming or when you're flying, it gets a little the it's so many button presses to go up, to go down, to move, to fight. It's kind of just clunky. It doesn't feel like a modern game as far as the controls go, and it's not. This game's good grief. It's almost it's pretty old now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's 20 something years old almost. Uh, but as far as the story and the characters, I still like it. If I had to put a grade on it, it's somewhere in the 70 range. It's not a perfect game. It has a bunch of faults, but I'm glad I played it. I'm trying to go through all of them. I've never played the little in between games, and I've never finished three. I started three, but I never finished it. So I'm gonna try to go through the whole thing and kind of pick it back up. Uh, but if I had to just grade it, it would be right at a 70 somewhere. It's passable. It's fun. It's neat to get into, neat to see the story. And if I remember right, the second one's a better game than the first one. I think it fleshes out. But I know the story gets all crazy. That's why they got so many extra ones that come out and popped in. Again, the main, I guess the main draw, if you love Disney stuff, you'd want to play it, I'm sure. I don't love Disney stuff that much. It's okay. But again, it does bring back memories as when I was little. But I'm sure people that love Disney that they would love it. If you like some Final Fantasy stuff, that's fun. If I remember right, it's a little less of that as it goes, but I can't remember, so it doesn't really matter. I'm starting to ramble. Anyways, that's kind of my review. It'd be there in a 70. If you haven't played it in a long time, it's kind of fun. It's kind of long. I don't remember. I put a good bit of time in this game before I finally beat it. Maybe 25 hours. It might have been a little longer than that. Uh, if they're all like that, this is gonna take me a little while. But Kingdom Hearts running it back, I'm kind of glad I did it, and I look forward to kind of going through those other games. Somebody told me the next one, it's one of those smaller ones that were put in there. I don't know if it's a Game Boy Advance. I don't know. I don't know what it came out on. I ain't even gonna Vita, whatever. But somebody told me it's kind of weird too. So they said the controls and the way it plays is different, but they told me not to give up. So I'm gonna kick it in pretty soon, and maybe I'll have a review on it next. But anyways, that's what I got on Kingdom Hearts. I know people love this franchise and series. Again, I've just kind of jumped in and jumped out. Uh, I have played the first two games, just mainline games, none of the extra. But I'd love to hear what y'all think of Kingdom Hearts. Tell me, just jump in it, jump in the comments and let it go. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great one.